Yo, what's good with you? On today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make I don't even know how to pronounce the game. I think it's Fish. I think that's how you pronounce the game name. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but I'm gonna show you guys how to make the fishing system. Now, let me clarify. This is part one, and the system is not the best. First of all, it took me a long time to even figure out like the whole casting thing to get it just right. So it may not look the best. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't look the best and stuff. Now, if this video does well, I will make more parts where like I do more stuff. Like I show you guys how to make like a book that has like you can view to see all the fish you've caught and stuff. Make the fish go into your inventory. Like I'll do all of that stuff. I just want to see how this first video does because I don't want to make like a 40-50 minute long video and then it's like you don't really do all that well. So yeah, so the video lots of love and I'll hit you with a part two. And of course, if you find any bugs or just anything else you want to see in the next part, let me know in the comments and let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Okay, so we have a lot, and I mean a lot of stuff to do. I guess first things first, let's start off with the fishing rod. So I'm just gonna be using a tool and placed inside of starter pack and stuff, right? So again, y'all already know I get all my models from the toolbox. It's literally just a basic fishing rod. If I let me go to it. So it's just a basic fishing rod. The only thing I changed about it was I inserted a string value. So here's what I want you to do. Inside of your tool, you're going to click the plus icon, type string, insert a string value, rename said string value to fishing status. This is going to keep track of like fishing status, like when once you've casted your line, once you've caught something, stuff like that. So like you can't like you can't like cast the line when you're already waiting for like to catch a bite or however it works. I don't fish, so I don't know the fishing terms, but anyway. Um, so yeah, so just make sure that string value is inside of the fishing rod tool. Then you're just gonna put your fishing rod tool inside of starter pack so that the player spawns with it, right? I guess this would be considered like the default rod or whatever, right? And then next I have the line inside of replicated storage. I have it inside of replicated storage because I want to replicate it to the client side and stuff. So clone it over to the client side. So I have inside of replicated storage. If you don't know what the line is, it's just I think this is I'm pretty sure this is the line. I'm honestly not too sure. Like the part that comes out of the part of the fishing rod. Like I said, I don't fish, guys, so like I don't really know the terms. But yeah, you guys see like it's kind of coming out of it and stuff like that. So yeah, so I mean you can name it really whatever, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so you would just put that inside of replicated storage. I think I just got that from I got all that from the toolbox and stuff. I thought at first I made this, but no, I got that from the toolbox. Anyway, from there, those are all the parts, assets. Now we can get to the UI. Okay, so we have a few things to make UI wise, right? So, obviously I played the game and I'm try to replicate the UI as best as I could. But again, I'm not a UI designer, so that's up to y'all to make it look good. But anyway, starter GUI, click the plus icon, insert a screen GUI, rename said screen GUI to core GUI since, it's gonna hold multiple things in regards to different systems and stuff. So of course, disable reset on spawn. You will have issues. You will have multiple issues if you do not disable that. So make sure you do that. Um, and we can go ahead and knock out the text button. So the shake text button. So insert a text button. So you guys know once you've cast your line and then you'll have the shake button. The shake button is gonna like it'll spawn randomly and stuff on your screen. You click it, it'll just jump around and stuff. And I counted it, and it's like you have to click it 20 times, and then you'll eventually catch something. So yeah, or have the opportunity to catch something, I should say. So we're just gonna name it shake text button, right? Then we're going to do some customization. So bold text, rich text, scale the text. Set the text to shake. I'm gonna have white text color. Text stroke transparency will be set to 0. Text stroke color will be black. And then I will make the background color like a nice dark grayish, kind of similar to my background colors. And then I will set the background transparency to like 0.2, like a dark but kind of transparent. And then I want to make it round, so let's do 50, or no, it's like 70 by, no, like 80 by 80 perhaps? No? 90 by 90 maybe? What? There's no, bro, what? There's no reason it needs to be, why won't, what? Wait, why won't that, wait. Why won't it, that's so weird. Anyway, okay, it doesn't really matter. So here's what I'm gonna do, right? I'm going to insert a UI corner, right? We're gonna make this like I think like 25, nice and round. I don't know why it's not like just encapsulating it. I really don't know why it's like it's doing that. Um, let's see. Because I don't know why the text is like it's just not sitting correctly. Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe it's the rich text. But that is strange. That is strange. Um, well, yeah, that's weird. Not gonna lie, that's weird. I might just leave it like that. Not gonna lie, because I don't know why it's doing that. But anyway, so then we're gonna insert a UI stroke. Make the color white to give it like an outline. Then here's the border. Boom, right? I think the button is big enough, but we could make it just a little, like maybe like 80 by 80. Yes, something like that. You know, that should be good. So we'll click this button and then it'll, bounce around the screen and stuff like that. So yeah. Um, let's go ahead and make it not visible, of course. So set visible property equal to false. Then we have some text labels to make. Okay. So let's make the notification text label, then we'll do the bar. Okay, so let's insert a text label, right? We're gonna rename this text label to notificate. Notificate. Okay, I apparently don't know how to type or spell, but anyway, notification text label, right? So we're going to make this probably just like a little bit wider. I want to say honestly, like maybe 250. I think that should be good. So bold text, rich text, scale text. So we could just give it some default text. So we're just gonna say you just caught a parentheses insert name and stuff, right? So as you guys can probably tell, this is just going to be a notification text label. It's just gonna pop up and tell you like, hey, you caught, you know, so and so fish. You know what I mean? So white text color, black text stroke color, then textual transparency set to 0. Then, yeah, actually the same thing I did with the text label. I mean, the text button. Then like something like that. And then, yeah, so something like that. So then, of course, make this not visible. Literally none of these UI elements will be visible stuff by default. And then now we can get onto our like the bar, because y'all know, like, okay, so y'all know when like you equip the fishing rod, and then like you left click, you have a bar that comes up and stuff, and like it'll the bar will fill up, fill down, like it'll keep bouncing in between and stuff. That's what we're about to make real quick. So insert a text label. So this one we'll name this the current amount text label. So this is like the current amount, that like where the bar is currently at, so that makes sense to y'all. And then we'll have a full amount, which is like the maximum it could be at, right? So the only thing that'll change will be the current amount. So wait, should I make wait, actually, hold on. Wait. Because if I want, hold on, let me duplicate this and see something real quick. Because if I want, I need the, okay, actually, yeah, we'll do that. Okay. We need to make full first, then, okay. So actually, okay, here's what we're going to do, right? So you're going to duplicate what we just made, right? So, actually, no, it should be fine, No, never mind. Okay, so here's what we're going to do for current amount, right? So we are going to, of course, need to change the size, because we need it to be like, like a rectangle, or like a, up to down rectangle, rather than like a left to right rectangle, if that makes sense. So, for sizing, I did 20, or wait, that's for, yeah. So I did 20 by 0 by 20, and then over here 0 by 0. So I did that because, of course, this is the current amount, so it's going to be, like non-existent pretty much. Like you're literally not even going to be able to see it. As for the color, what was the color? I think it was red, I believe so. I mean, the color doesn't really matter. Y'all can choose whatever you want, but I'm pretty sure the color was red. Then obviously we don't want any default text or anything like that, so you don't really need any of that. So then I'm going to duplicate this, right? And then we're going to actually change the current amount. Like, okay, so we just duplicated it, right? Go back to the original one. Like, okay, let me Control Z in case you're confused, right? This is the original one. So Control plus D, or just duplicate, right? Now, it just automatically put your cursor on the new instance. So you're just gonna go to whichever one isn't selected. This is the old one, just so that people know. I don't want anybody to be confused. Okay. Then you're going to rename this to full amount text label. As for the properties with this one, sizing is going to be 20 by 0 by 150. So like that, and then of course we need the color to be, I think it's like a kind of like a grayish, like empty. Yeah, like that. So like kind of transparent bar. And then I'll set the positions to the same thing I had, just for the sake of just doing it. So full was 0.74. You guys don't have to do it exactly while I'm doing it. I'm just, if you want to, you can. So I had mine there, and then current amount I had 0.735, then 0.61, 0.61. Okay, because the bar is gonna go, wait, 0.735, 0.61, 0.20. Wait, I just realized, but like, why is it at the bottom? I just thought about that. Why is it at the bottom? I just realized that. Because like, why is it at the top? Okay. So maybe, yeah, that's better probably. Yeah, that's better. That's probably better. Okay. So yeah, then we should be done with that. If you have any issues where it's like the bar is too far down, too far up, all you literally will have to do is just, move the bar and stuff. So that's not, shouldn't really be an issue that I think you guys need help with. But anyway, let me just double check to make sure we're good. Okay. So yeah, then we're going to open up starter player. Time to get into the scripting. So you're going to insert a local script into starter player script. Let's go ahead and knock out that remote event. So inside of replicated storage, right next to the line, you're going to click the plus icon, insert a remote event, rename said remote event to core event, right? Then we're going to delete print hello world, rename the script to core script, parentheses, put local. I'm literally naming it core because I might make this a series depending on how well the video does. I know Fish is a very popular game right now, so if it becomes like, I may treat it like, tower defense series and the battleground series if people are interested. But yeah, so we have to make a lot of variables. So let's first get our services. So we're gonna get the user input service. So UIS equal to game get service user input service. Then we're going to get the tween service, TS equal to game get service tween service. Then we're going to get the sound service. So SS is equal to game get service sound service. And then I do have some sound effects right here. I have cast, notification, and shake. Again, I get all my stuff, all my effects. Everything is from the toolbox. I got all these sound effects from the toolbox. So just go there to get them. Stuff if you don't already have them. Then we're going to create a variable for the local player. So local player is equal to game.players.local player. Then create a variable for the core GUI. So core GUI is equal to player.player GUI, wait for child core GUI. Then create a variable for the core remote event. So core event is equal to game.replicated storage, wait for child core event. Then create a variable for, I don't think that, yeah, I don't need that anymore, for the shake count. And then you're going to set this equal to 0. So to explain what this is, so you guys know like the shake button we have, right? So you can set it to whatever, or like you can make it, you can set it to whatever you want. Like not this. Like no, you need to set this to 0. But I'm saying like pretty much in the Fish game, I counted it and it seems to be where like you click 20 times and then it lets you have the opportunity to catch the fish. If you want it to be less than 20, you can adjust that need be. I'll tell y'all when and where you would like change that and stuff. But I'm just letting y'all know. So like this keeps track of how many times the player has pretty much clicked the button, and then it'll reset once they're done, or if either they catch the fish or they just they don't catch anything. Regardless, but when they cast the line again, it'll reset back to 0. So yeah, and then it'll just count up by 1. So then we're going to create two variables. I haven't done this before, but we're going to create two variables for the different tweens, and then we're just going to call them inside of a loop. So first, we'll set up the first tween. So increase tween, pretty much making the current bar just go up. So increase tween is equal to ts create. Then you're going to say core GUI dot current amount text table, comma tween info dot new. For the time, the duration, you're going to put 0.5 seconds, comma enum dot easing style dot linear, comma enum dot easing direction dot in out. Then you're going to put a comma in between the parentheses, special brackets for the table. Then you're going to say size is equal to udm2 dot new. In parentheses, you're going to put 0, comma 20, comma 0.47, comma 0. So just to let y'all know, this is like you're setting it, this is like the increase size. So this is like whatever it's going to and stuff. And then when we do the decrease tween, it's going to be like setting it to whatever the default is and stuff. So if your like sizing is different, like you didn't make your same size as mine, then obviously, you'll have to change this. This will be different and possibly this as well. So yeah. Then we can save ourselves some time and just copy and paste. So select it, Control plus C. go down, go, or under it, Control V, and then just rename this to decrease tween. Then same thing, 0.5 linear in out, and then the only difference is gonna be 0 by 20 by 0 by 0. So boom, right? And then we are done there. Now we can get into the first function. So we're gonna say UIS that input began, connect function, in parentheses put input, comma processed, enter. You're gonna say if input dot user input type is equal to enum dot user input type dot keyboard, or sorry, not that keyboard, dot mouse button one. Yeah. So mouse button one. So this is when you're trying to cast the reel, right? So mouse button or cast the line, whatever it's called. Mouse button one and not processed, making sure the player is not like doesn't currently have the chat open, and not processed, and not wait. I feel like did I forget something? Holding and I really feel like I forgot to make something. Mm, yeah, I definitely forgot to make a variable. Oh, I remember now. Okay, okay. So I forgot to make one variable. Sorry, guys. It's like a lot of variables, but we're gonna go up here. You're just gonna say local holding left click. This is just to keep track of, when you're holding left click and stuff like when you're holding, so that like the bar continues to go up and down and stuff, so long as you're holding it. So of course, set this equal to false. It's weird because it seems to be gone, but I don't know. We'll see. So and holding left click, so, or sorry, and not holding left click and stuff, right? Because then if they are, then that means, they already are. So we will use a for IV in pairs loop to check to see if they have the tool equipped. So for IV in pairs, you're going to say player dot character get children because it's a tool, so it should be parented to the. If you're like your rod should be parented to the character, but if it's not, like if it's parented to like I don't know, like their arm or something, then changes to get descendants. But yeah. So I will say if V, is a tool, and then to double check to make sure it's a fishing rod specifically, you'll say and V find first child fishing status, because only fishing rods should have this, so that's how you'll know. So enter, then I use the if statement real quick. I'll say if V dot fishing status, that value is equal to shaking, right? Which means they've already cast it. They've already cast it, and now they're shaking and stuff. Which means obviously they're not trying to like obviously it wouldn't make sense. They're trying to like throw the line back out there when they're already waiting. So enter, and then you're just gonna return. So pretty much you'll pretty much just end. It'll stop the function. Nothing will proceed further if they're currently shaking. Then you'll set holding left click equal to true. Then you'll make the bars visible. So you can also make all of the UI, like I said, none of this needs to be visible, so all of these should not be visible. So you can select all of them and then just click visible, make sure they're not visible. None of them should be. So you'll say core GUI dot current amount text label dot visible is equal to true. Core GUI dot full amount text label dot visible is equal to true. Then put a space in between and we'll set up the while loop. We'll say while holding left click, enter, and then we'll just make the bars just continue to go up and down. So increase tween play, right? Then we'll say increase tween dot completed wait. So it'll wait for that. And then it'll say decrease, and then we'll say decrease tween play, decrease tween dot completed wait. So it'll wait and then it'll just keep running the loop. It'll increase, wait for it to finish increasing, start decreasing, then wait for it to finish decreasing, and then just run the loop over and over again. So yeah, that would be the first function. Moving on from there, we would then get on to the second one. So we're gonna say UIS that input began, or sorry, input ended. Connect function in parentheses, put input, comma processed, enter. You're gonna say if input, same thing pretty much. Input.user input type is equal to enum.user input type dot mouse button one and not processed, and holding left click, enter. You're gonna say holding left click, so pretty much the opposite. So holding left click is equal to false. Then we could really just duplicate, we could just copy and paste this. So just select it, Control C, Control V, and then just set this, as false, make it no longer visible, because that means like you're casting it. Then we will say decrease tween cancel in case it's currently in place. And then I will reset the size of the UI. So core GUI dot current amount text label dot size is equal to whatever your default size is and stuff. So for me, we would say 0 by 20 by 0 by 0. So it should match whatever size is for the decrease tween, right? You're just resetting that pretty much. Then we'll create a variable for the player's character. So we will say local character is equal to player.character. Create a variable for the fishing rod. So fishing rod, we will set it, we will assign a value in a second. We will say for IV in pairs character, okay. For IV in pairs character get children, enter. Then you will say, same, literally the same thing. If V is a tool and V find first child fishing status. That means they have a fishing rod. So we will say fishing rod is equal to V, so the instance. So we now have their fishing rod, the tool. Then we will make sure we reset shake count equal to 0 so that it resets, and then we will say fishing rod dot fishing status dot value is equal to shaking because they're not currently shaking, right? Then we'll clone over the line from replicated storage. So we'll say line is equal to game.replicated storage.line clone, right? Then we'll say line dot C-frame. I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time. The coordinates I'm about to put in, like the C-frame stuff I'm about to put in, it will probably not work for you. Like it'll work, but it won't be the correct thing. You're gonna have to mess around with the C-frame to make sure that the line like spawns in the correct place. Like it depends on the part and the size and stuff. I mean, if you want to see like the specifics of mine, there it is and stuff. But like I said, I got this from the toolbox though. But this works for mine, but it may not work exactly for y'all. So I'm just gonna say fishing rod dot handle. So I'm just gonna get the handle part. Then we'll say dot C-frame times C-frame dot new 5 comma 3 comma negative 0.2. Like I literally just had to play around with the numbers until I eventually got it to spawn close enough. C-frame dot angles, then we need to rotate it to 0 by 0 times math dot rad by 220, right? Then we're gonna say line dot parent. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Line dot parent is equal to fishing rod. Then we're going to weld the line to the fishing rod itself. So weld constraint is equal to instance.new weld constraint. We will say weld constraint dot part 0 is equal to line weld constraint dot part 1 is equal to fishing rod dot handle. Then lastly, you'll say weld constraint dot parent is equal to line, right? Then from there we are almost done. We will get the sound service, or we will use the sound service. We will play the cast sound effect if you have one. Like I said, I get all of them from the toolbox. Then I will set the shake text button to visible and stuff so that they can click the button and everything. And then on to our, I think this is, yep, this is the last two functions and stuff on the client side. So now I set up the shake function. We will say core GUI.shake text button.mouse button one click connect function close parentheses enter. You will first get the core GUI size. If you ever wondered how to make something like where you click a button or any kind of UI but really a button, and like it randomly like it moves across this, like it randomly pops up in random parts of the screen but it never goes like off the screen and stuff, here's how you do it. ChatGPT taught me this because I didn't know how to do this. I never feel like taking the time to really figure like out the specifics because I know how to do it randomly, just not where it doesn't go off the screen. But yeah, so we'll say core GUI. We'll say core GUI size, so we'll get the size of the entire UI. So we'll say core GUI dot absolute size, right? Then we'll get the size of the text button. So shake button size is equal to core GUI dot shake text button dot absolute size, right? Then we will generate a random x coordinate. So local random x is equal to math dot random parentheses. You will put 0 to core GUI core GUI size dot x minus shake button size dot x, right? Then you can really just copy and paste this, save ourselves some time. Control C, Control V. Of course, this will be random Y. And then you'll just, change these to Y, change this one to Y, and change the other one to Y, right? Then after that, we will update the position. So core GUI.shake text button dot position is equal to udm2 dot new. Say 0 comma random x comma 0 comma random y, right? Then we will play the shake sound effect, so shake play. Then we will increase the shake count, so plus equal 1, right? Now here is where you will determine how many times the player has to click the button before they're able to have the opportunity to catch the fish. So you will say if shake count is equal to 20. Again, in Fisch, I counted it and it takes 20 clicks. Now, if you want it to be less, more, adjust this number as need be. So adjust set 20 to whatever you want it to be. So press enter when you're done. Then we're going to say core UI. We're going to make the button no longer visible. So shake text button dot visible is equal to false. Then we're going to fire the remote event. So core event fire server in quotation marks phishing. Right? Maybe I should have come up with a better name, a more specific thing, but it's good enough. Then we're going to set up the event on client so that we can receive the notification for when we get a new fish, or just generally find a fish, I should say. So core event on client event connect function. In parentheses, you're going to put event type, comma arg1, short for argument number one, just information we sent from the server to the client. Enter, and then you're going to say if event type is equal to, in quotation marks, you're going to put phishing notification. Enter. Then we're going to create a variable for the fish name. So local fish name is equal to arg1. Then you're going to say core GUI the notification text label dot text is equal to string dot format. New thing I'm use, by the way. String dot format in quotation marks. You're going to put whatever your text is. So you just caught a, and then here you're going to use a the percent sign, right? Then the letter S, right? And then you're going to say, fish, or, caught a fish, right? Then comma followed by the fish name. So if you don't understand how this works, okay. So pretty much, right, when you put when you do string that format, right, and you put the parentheses, the percent sign followed by the letter S, because as you can see, if you leave it, it'll give you an error. But if you leave S, pretty much whatever you put right here will be replaced. It'll go in order, right? Here's what I mean, because you can do this multiple times, right? So let's say after this, I wanted to have something else, like if I wanted to do this, right? If I put another variable, like if I just made another variable, like variable 2 is equal to 2, right? And then if I put comma var2, it would pretty much the first parenthesis sign, percent sign would followed by the letter S would be the fish name. Then the second one would be variable 2. I just wanted to explain that to anybody in case they were interested, because that is honestly, it's extremely useful. I literally just learned that while I was figuring the system out. But anyway, then we will make the notification text label visible. So notification text label will be set, visibility will be set to true. Then let's play the notification sound effects, notification play, right? Then we will wait 2 seconds before making it. You can adjust this time if you want. Then I will set core GUI to notification text label dot visible is equal to false and stuff. Now we will move on to the server side. We're done on the client side. So yeah. Then we're good. See, the video's already, it's gonna be 30 minutes long, and we only did the basics and not even everything. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's exactly why I didn't want to do too much in the first part. But anyway, so we're gonna rename the script to core script in parentheses put server. Then we're gonna delete parallel world. Don't worry, we're literally gonna be here for like a minute or two. It's like 30 lines of code. It's barely anything. So let's create a variable for the core remote event. Core event is equal to gain the replicated storage, wait for child, core event. Then we're going to set up the fish chances pretty much using the same system for my tower defensors. So the chances of obtaining each individual fish. So fish chances will be equal to, we're going to create a table, so special brackets, enter. So you're going to put regular brackets, quotation marks, followed by the name of your fish. So I literally just, so I got red snapper, which that's like the one fish I got when I was testing the fishing system and fish. And then the other two are just, I literally just searched up like common fish types, and that's what I got. So yeah, like I said, I don't know nothing about fish, but anyway, so it's equal to, and then you're going to put the chance and stuff. Now, I believe the bigger the number, the more common it is. I believe that's how that works and stuff. I could be wrong, but if I am wrong, then just do the opposite. But yeah, so the bigger the number, the higher the chance of getting it right. So regular brackets, quotation marks. I'll just put 3, just for the sake of testing purposes. So haddock, and then we'll set this equal to 75. Then you have to separate it by a semicolon. So quotation marks C bass is equal to 25 semicolon, and then yeah. Then we'll create a variable for the total chance. So total chance is equal to 0 by default for IV in pairs. Then you'll get the fish chances, we'll get the table, enter total chance plus equal to plus equal V. Pretty sure that's like the amount, I think. And then we will set up the whole thing where it randomly selects one, right? So we will say core events dot on server events connect function in parentheses put PLR to the player comma event type enter. You'll say if event type is equal to fishing enter. You'll create a variable so accumulated chance that's not how you spell accumulated. Okay, so accumulated chance is equal to 0 by default. Then we generate a random number, so it's equal to math.random parentheses 1 comma total chance. Then you will set up a for v in pairs loop, so for I comma v in pairs fish chances enter accumulated chance plus equal v, right? Then you set up an if statement, so if random number is less than equal to accumulated chance enter, then core event fire client singular to that specific player comma quotation marks, the name of the event is phishing notification comma send over the name of said fish. And then just like that, guys, we are done. Like I said, I can literally make a whole inventory system and all that stuff and make it so that players are able to view it and all that stuff. I just want to see if y'all are interested in that. If y'all are, let me know in the comments and I can do more. But yeah, okay, so that's it. Let's go ahead and test to make sure this works. As always, if you guys want access to any one of my scripts or models, you guys can become either a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either one of those options can be found in the description. Okay, not totally sure what's going on here. Oh, my bad. I must have left that by mistake. Left that and by mistake. But yeah. So yeah. So we have our tool right here. If I press, if I equip it, right? If I hold down left click, okay, it seems to be, well, it's working. The only problem is it's going from bottom up. That's a bit weird. I wonder if it's actually, hold on, actually, I'm kind of curious. I wonder if it's because I need to rotate it, but we're getting an error. Oh, see, my bad, guys. I set the part equal to requires handle instead of handle. My bad. So yeah, but I wonder if it's because I need to maybe rotate it. I'm wondering if that's why. So let me find the rotation. Let me just, not 90, 180. Right? And then it should go, I think. Oh. No, that didn't seem to work. Okay. Well, it should be fine. So here's what I'm just going to do instead, right? Here's what I'm just going to do. I'm just going to make it go from top to bottom and stuff. It's really not that difficult. So, okay, I need this to be kind of like visible, somewhat at least. So make this visible, and then like, let's make the size of it. I need to be able to see this. Okay, so I'm just going to make these two visible real quick. I just need to like move this, because if it's going to go top to bottom, I just need it to overlap. Okay, there we go. Then just, set this to 0. There we go, and then just set them, yeah, easy fix. It'll just go top to bottom instead of bottom to top. It's not serious. It's really not that big of a deal. Okay, so there we go. As you guys can see, it goes a little past the bar. Like I said, you guys can really just adjust that and stuff. Also, if you want it to go faster, just adjust the tween speed. So instead of 0.5 seconds, you can make it like 0.2, 0.3. So then when I let go of left click, you hear the sound. You have the shake button. Then it plays that sound every time. So boom, boom. And then as you can see, if I try to like left click right now, it won't let me cast and stuff like that because I updated my fishing status. So shake, shake, just have to click it 20 times. So let's just wait. Boom, 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 boom. And okay, we are missing something. Text string format, fish name. Missing argument number 3. Argument number 3. Oh, my bad, guys. My fault. I forgot to delete that part when I was showing y'all the example. Well, it would have worked. I'll show y'all again. So it would have worked, and then you guys can see the real. Like I said, just imagine there's water and it's longer and all that stuff. But you guys get the point. So we're just gonna shake. Just gonna keep clicking this and stuff. Probably, honestly, okay. What is the? What? I just changed that. Bro, I know y'all just. Am I tripping? I know y'all just seen that. I literally just changed that. What? That is so weird. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. I kid you not. I literally just... That is wild. Okay. Shake, 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 shake. I swear. There we go. You just caught a haddock fish, right? So it gave me the middle one actually. So yeah. Then I can oh, why is it not letting me? Oh, did I forget to reset the fishing status? I might have forgotten to reset the fishing. I did forget to. Well, I'm glad I caught. This is why I test things at the end of videos, because then sometimes I don't notice certain things. Symbol fixed. All we have to do is make it so that once they receive the fishing notification, yeah, okay, we can just put it right here actually. So once the shake, yeah, so you can just copy and paste this. So just Control C, Control V, and then just set it equal to nothing. So then they're able to fish again. So boom, easy fix. So we'll just publish that, and yeah. So like I said, if you guys find any bugs or anything, any suggestions, let me know in the comments. Like I said, if this video gets lots of love, I will make this into a series. I will have a part 2, part 3, whatever the case stuff. So just let me know and stuff. So if you enjoyed the video, definitely leave like, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely leave like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, so my bad, guys. So I actually did something. So like at the end of the video, I didn't realize that it was giving me an error. Okay, so like you'll notice how in the script where it says where I put the where is it right here? Where I did this, it actually gave me an error and stuff. So to fix this, all we're going to do is we're going to go up here. You can delete the fishing rod variable that's right here, and then or you could just like move it. Doesn't matter. You're just gonna put fishing rod right here, and then we're pretty much just making it a global variable instead of a local one, so that it works for both. So yeah, the issue should be fixed. So sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize till I was recording the short.